my very first bicycle, right? It was like I was probably like five, maybe 6 years old, and my parents bought me a GT, right?
I got,
And
I got a story for that one. We'll circle back to the GT,
yeah,
but
but
go ahead.
yeah, and there's a BMX bike, and then living in Central Florida, that was a big thing, and we had BMX tracks all around our house and everything else, like the and so yeah, it's kind of that. I would say at an early stage, that was really what kicked off kind of, I would say, my love for cycling. But what did it for me, I was in college, and my roommate was from the outskirts of Seattle, and he had a Trek. I don't remember which model Trek it was, but it was a Trek mountain bike, and he used to take that thing all over the place. And he was like, "Hey man, you should go get you a mountain bike so we can go riding sometimes, right?" Because and that's what I did. My first mountain bike, the first bike I would say that I bought as an adult, right, was this Cannondale. It was like, this is back when Cannondale made the bikes in the United States, right? So this is back like in 1997 or something like that. And it was a M, because they had
M5?
them. No, because the mountain bikes were like M something, the road
Yeah.
bikes were like R something, right? And it was like an M 700 or something like that, or M eight
Okay.
hundred. I bought this bike, and it was an aluminum frame bike. It was pretty fancy. You talk about spending money, right? You spent 700 bucks for a bike back in 2014. I'm pretty sure this bike cost me like $800 in 1997, right? So that's it.
You fancy. You
So
got the other big money.
yeah, yeah, as a college student, that was a lot of money, man. So, but we would go all over. So I lived, I went to high school and college down in the Hampton Roads area in Virginia, and we didn't have really big trails, but we would go like to Williamsburg, and they had all types of trails back in the woods, and we would go in these little short sprint races, and my bike really became my primary means of getting back and forth to school every day. We rode our bikes all over the place, and that was really what kicked it off for me, right? And then I kind of had a series of upgrades since then, and then you talk about riding and riding with other people, and mountain biking is fun, right? But I think it's a lot more enjoyable when you have other people with you. And I went through this stage in life where I couldn't find anybody to ride with me, right? The days before the internet, the days before, was it all trails, and so I made this transition from mountain bike to road biking, and that was a whole different experience. But yeah, I think, biking has taught me a lot of things, right? It's about, camaraderie, just kind of going out there pushing yourselves. But really for me, it's a way of just kind of decompressing, right? I mean, you take the stressors of life and you go out there and you can grind, you can pedal all your life's worries away, and then when you finish up, it's like, you feel good.